The global diagnostic electrocardiograph market is expected to reach $10.3 billion by 2024 from $7.5 billion in 2019. That is at a CAGR of 6.4% during the forecast period. Now, how in India we are seeing these cardiovascular devices entering this market and also giving the most important thing because there is increasing burden of cardiac failures due to COVID-19 and also due to so many other factors which is there. So to boost the growth of these cardiovascular devices in India, there are a lot of startups which are working towards it. Like for instance, the Indian Heart Journal's article that has been titled as Cardiological Society of India positioned a statement on COVID-19 and heart failure that was published in May 20 reported that patients with COVID-19 can have predominant respiratory symptoms like cough and dyspnea, which can worsen the heart failure or acute decompensated heart failure. Now, we definitely need such kind of devices which would help us diagnose, make us alert by monitoring, using these monitoring devices. So let us find it out from our today's entrepreneur. What is it all about? Hi, I'm Smita Kumar and you're watching Medicircle's Healthcare Startup Series. As always, we are here with yet another exciting startup, Neha Rastogi, who is the co-founder and CEO of Agatsa. Agatsa is a software inspiring the world to be healthy, confident, and also secure by offering pocket-friendly portable heart monitoring devices like the ECG device or the portable ECG machine, ECG monitors, EKG monitors, and also portable heart monitors, which will improvise the quality of life and make life of users more safe and secure. Their current offering, Sanket Live, is the world's first and only portable plus 12 liters lead wireless ECG monitor. So let's find it out more from Neha. Hi Neha, welcome to Medicircle.
Hi, Smita. Thank you for inviting me.
So pleasure is always ours, and especially if the entrepreneur is a woman entrepreneur. So it's I really feel very proud and also good to host women entrepreneurs who are trying to change and disrupt this healthcare ecosystem by their exciting offerings. So Neha, tell us about Agatsa, when you started and what exactly it is doing as a medtech startup.
Sure. So, Agatsa was started way back in 2010. Me and my husband Rahul, we both are engineers, and we were doing, along with our jobs, we always used to do enterprising things, developing different apps and different softwares. It just happened in 2013 that my father-in-law was detected with a cardiac problem, and we had no tool to which we could give him so that he could monitor his heart health on his own, like a blood pressure monitor or a blood glucose monitor. There were no tools available, and that made us think that, when in the times when the smartphones are inventing, when internet is making everything connected, when everything is miniaturized, everything is becoming pocket size, so there must be something which anybody can use, and take it anywhere, and he can take care and monitor their heart health. So that made us start researching and working on a product like Sanket Life. And since, like, when we researched, we found out that ECG is the first test which needs to be done to find out any problem or anomaly in heart, and that actually made us think that we have to ease out the whole ECG process, because traditionally ECGs were only done in big hospitals with all those big machines, bulky machines, and there was no means that any person could do it at his home by himself with accurate results. So that the idea was born there, and then we did our R&D, and it took us about 2 to 3 years to come up with this pocket size 12 lead ECG device, which we named Sanket Life.
That's great, because if that health, how the heart health is, and if it is monitored on a regular basis, definitely it can make us alert, and alert, we can alert the doctors who are also the caregivers that something is not I mean normal, or there can be some critical situations here where the doctors and the people around can be pre-informed, so that any such thing mishappening can be definitely avoided. Neha, just one query: why the name Agatsa, and also what are the USPs of Agatsa? As there are other medtech startups also like Sunfox Technologies and Tricop, who are also offering ECG devices.
Right. So basically, why the name Agatsa? Agatsa means ace, and and also like we wanted to name it with some Indian rishi's name, which is Rishi Agastya.
Yes.
But since the domain was not available, so we named it Agatsa. So that's the story behind the name. How we are different from other startups. So as I said, we never intended to make a ECG device. We when we actually did not know about the ECG market or anything. We just wanted to save lives and give everyone a tool to monitor their hearts. Now, since ECG is the first test, so we happen to make a ECG device, and if we are giving a tool like ECG to anybody, it had to be very simplistic, such that anybody can use it anywhere by himself. And that's how Sanket Life was born, which can take your 12 leads of ECG, which is a medical grade ECG, which doctors believe, just by touch. So no leads or wires are attached. No, it's completely wireless. So even it connects with the smartphone wirelessly. It transmits the data to the cloud wirelessly, and it is connected. So it's not just a device, it is connected with the mobile app, and then the report can be shared to the doctor, and then doctor can review the report. Doctor can quickly advise the patient whether there's an emergency, whether the patient needs to rush to the hospital, or whether everything is fine with the heart. And most importantly, it also keeps a backup of all the reports. So traditionally, there was no system, because only paper reports were given out. Now we have digital everything with Sanket Life's ECG. So I don't want to name any company who are offering ECGs, but either those companies are lead-based devices, which have made the devices portable but not completely user-friendly, which anybody can use, like a layman can use, or they are not connected. They're still giving out or they are not medical grade 12 lead ECG. They're still giving out paper reports. They're still depending on showing the report to the doctor in a queue. So there are very type of startups, and there are very types of companies offering ECG, because suddenly ECG has become an important parameter. When we started, we just wanted to give a tool in everybody's home to monitor their hearts, and that's how we came with this pocket ECG idea.
As the cases of heart attacks are increasing day by day in India, also there are around 10 crores patients in India who are heart patients of cardiovascular or other heart diseases. So we need to do at least lot of things for especially the monitoring, so that people are more aware about their heart health. Neha, I would like to share one report here as per Statistica, there was a report in 2019. A majority of the respondents who actually, this is about how people track their ECG heart rates. So the report findings were like that the majority of the respondents who tracked their ECG heart rates were male. On the other hand, only 19% of female respondents were found to track their ECG heart rates that year. So among the men who tracked their heart rate, over 30% of them were between the age group of 19 to 30 years. So you have
Right.
been also dealing with such kind of devices. What has been your experience? Is there really very much gender gap between the way male and female patients or people are using the devices, and how many lives you have touched so far.
Yes, Smita. So basically, there's a big myth out there that cardiac diseases are for men
Yes.
and cardiac diseases are for people above 50 years or 55 years of age. These two myths are, being brutally broken these days. Firstly, females are getting cardiac diseases as much as men counterparts, and also there's no age, there's nothing like cardiac disease will only happen after a certain age. Even 25, 30 years of age group people are falling prey to it. You can blame a lot of things like lifestyle, stress, and other things like genetic things and everything. But this is, and even, we have about a million ECG data in our database. And about 2 years back, we also published one report where, these disparities were highlighted. So that's the reason there's a dire need of any such tool which people proactively use to monitor their heart health, and both male and female. And also, cardiac diseases are no more an urban disease. They are as much as prevalent in rural areas as much as in urban areas. So these all these factors need to be considered. And cardiac diseases, it is a time when cardiac diseases have to be taken very seriously. And heart rate is just one parameter. It doesn't give the whole information about the heart. So we need to have a detailed information about heart, and which 12 lead ECG gives out. So that was the whole premise, that why everyone's pocket or everyone's home need to have a device like Sanket. It must be like a thermometer. It must be there in everyone's kit, medical kit, so that anything happening, people should not rubbish it, saying that it's a gastric trouble or it's something else. They should be serious. They should be monitoring it. They should be checking that whether it's something serious related to heart, or whether it's normal gastric trouble. And if there is something related to heart, they take an action on time. Because there's another report which was published by Sion Hospital Mumbai, which said that 80% or 85% of lives can be saved due to which are lost because of heart attack. The reason why they are lost is because of the time delay in reaching the hospital. And
Yes.
that delay happens because of the delay in diagnosis, the right diagnosis. And that's why I said that the right tools are needed today, so that anybody can monitor, anybody, not just monitor, anybody can quickly diagnose and send the report to the doctor, so that doctor can advise that yes, this is some problem and you have to rush. You cannot wait till the morning, or you cannot just consider it as a gastric trouble and sleep over it.
We need to be more vigilant, and especially with devices like Agatsa, which they have made available to people to monitor their heart health, would definitely help. Moving on to my next question, Neha, Agatsa has recently raised a funding of 12.5 CR from angel investors. So, how are these funds going to be utilized?
So basically, as I said, we
And
are at a
congratulations
growth
on the
stage.
funds raised.
Sorry.
Congratulations on the fund raised.
Thank you so much. Now we are anyways raising another round.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
yeah, these funds were actually, mostly utilized, and we are utilizing them mostly for the scale up. So the product, and we are also constantly researching and developing new products like Sanket Life, because cardiac disease and ECG is just one parameter. There are lots and lots of parameters and diseases like diabetes and other diseases which need to be taken care of, and people need easy tools. and to accurately monitor and measure their heart health or their health in general. So we are constantly researching and developing on new products, as well as we are scaling up to reach more and more households and to reach more and more lives. So all these funds are utilized over there.
That's good. And any future expansion plans, as you're based out of Noida, but these devices would be made available across India. So any specific geography you are planning to scale up, especially Sanket Life?
Yes, so see, we when we started selling on e-commerce platforms like Amazon and our own web store. So by that, we are present pan India, and right from Kanyakumari right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and east and west, every district we have about. 500 odd codes, pin codes where our device has been sent. So we are already present pan India, but yes, we are expanding since we are in North India. We are planning to set up a manufacturing unit in South of India, and we have few places in mind. The talks are on, so so it will be a manufacturing as well as marketing office, and obviously, as I said, that along with selling direct to customers, we're also integrating our products with different businesses. So that ways we are expanding all over India. Apart from that, we are very soon going to be global, because our FDA will be approved very soon, and once we have got our US FDA, we are open for US markets and other many other markets which accept US FDA. So that's about it. And, we are, looking to aggressively expand, and you'll get good news very soon.
That's good. Just a quick question on the affordability of this product. So, as on an average, the cost of an ECG test in India, varying upon different factors, is the average price of an ECG test in India is approximately between rupees 120 to 400. Buying these devices and using it on a regular basis, that is really good for the heart health monitoring, but at the same time, is it cost effective also? Because if we are saying, we are talking about even rural population getting these cardiovascular diseases, also there's no, that's a limit to like 40 to 50 age old patients only would be getting these kind of diseases. It's very common now in the young folks also. So what is your take on the affordability factor of your products?
Yes, so I'll make two or three points here. Firstly, our products are very affordable. The whole premise of manufacturing our products in India, obviously they are designed in India, but we're also manufacturing them in India. So we can control the cost, and our products start as low as 2,500 INR, and they go maximum up to 10,000 INR, and that includes like the products which the doctors are using, as well as what which users are using. Now another advantage is, and that is like much lesser than a smartwatch or anything, like you go out for a lunch and you spend more than 3,000 rupees. Apart from that, one device can be used for the whole by the whole family. In fact, you know like you there are five members in the family, all five members can use the same device. So it's not like a smartwatch which everyone has to have their own. So that ways, it is very cost effective. Another thing is, like you said, that cost of one ECG is like 300, let's say, for the sake of arguments, like as low as 200 rupees. But that's just of doing ECG. Then you have to take the doctor's appointment, show the report to the doctor. Then doctor will tell you the whole time which goes into that. That is of essence, and that we have reduced in when a person buys ECG device from us, per ECG cost comes down to as low as 20 rupees. So it's very much very easily affordable by rural areas or anybody. plus the time which is cut, like to reach out the doctor to send the report and to get a diagnosis on time, that is of much more essence, I would
And
say,
doctors are
than
also, sorry to interrupt you, and the doctors, if you're sending these ECG reports on through your app, so are these doctors also willing to give their suggestions, or do they require a printout or the same? Because the traditional ECG reports are coming through that. So, what is the disruption that is happening at the clinician's side?
Yes, so basically, that's where the disruption is happening. I mean, they are adopting digital tech, and they are much more comfortable because they know that, they are able to look and cater to many more patients than what they can do in sitting in their own clinics or hospitals. So
The
they
most
are
important thing is to
very,
save
and
more and more lives, which is really the
of
essence of having such devices. Because see, they would be
course,
accessing lot and lot patients' data, and the most critical thing which we raised during the discussion, that most of the things, the cases go unnoticed, undiagnosed, and
yeah,
it's in a very critical stage when the patient arrives, and that is the doctor or the clinician is not able to help that patient to that extent. So if we are definitely
exactly.
monitoring our heart health with these devices, and also with the clinician's approach to access the data and give their suggestions, would definitely solve a lot of purposes, and definitely increase the longevity of Indian population, especially because we are having so many patients of CVD diseases, just not
Yes.
beyond the age of 40, but also as early as 2025. Neha, just one quick question out there. So you have experienced a lot of things during your entrepreneurial journey, and the time testings have been, there has been testing times also, and also when you raise funds, it is also a lot of satisfaction and content, and that you feel that that validation has come, that yes, we believed in something, and now some other peoples are also believing in and putting their money. So how does that feel? And do you like to share some experience from your own journey to the fellow entrepreneurs who are watching today this video at Medicircle?
Right. So, as I said, Smita, we are not traditional entrepreneurs. We didn't set out to have a startup, or so we did not have any plan. We just wanted to save one life, that is our father. But today we are saving many lives. So, that that feeling actually keeps us motivated and keeps us going. um, the only I mean, I don't feel, I'm also learning, so I don't feel myself right at the right place to give any advice to any fellow entrepreneurs, because they are doing good in their own ways. But the only thing that kept us going was, we didn't see the whole staircase at one go. We just took one step at a time, and we just knew that okay, we had to build a product and help the mankind, and we did not want to anybody to lose life because of cardiac issues. So seeing one step at a time is the way to go, rather than, because we get overwhelmed a lot of time when we see the whole path, and we see anybody else's story, and we see, oh, we are so much behind, and the other person has been rising so much. So that's not the case. Everybody's story is different, and yeah, one step at a time. And if the intent is right, if we are doing the right value creation in the ecosystem, I think we'll win. And there's lots and lots of work to do, even for us. We are still not there, so yeah, lots and lots of work to do for us.
So thank you so much, Neha, and viewers and my friends. This was Neha Rastogi, founder of another healthcare startup, Agatsa, trying to help people monitor their heart health and save more and more lives. So keep watching Medicircle, and you would really come to know about such devices, apps, and products and offerings by our Indian founders. And that's the best thing, that it's a made in India product, and it's a made in India concept, which is actually helping the Indian population stay more healthy and safe. So keep watching Medicircle, and do share your thoughts and your views about it. Thank you so much for joining, Neha. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Mita.